Welcome to the second chapter, Managing the Breakfast Factory. In a production line, there will be usually a lot of indicators. Our job is to define them. Let's take the breakfast as the example. We'd like to understand how many customers we will have for today, tomorrow, or next week, so that we will check if we have enough raw materials in the inventory, as well as the equipment and manpower to deliver our breakfast with acceptable quality. In the software product as example, we'd like to understand how many customers we will have in the next year. We also have to collect inputs from our designers and product to understand what the customers are really looking for. We also have to check if we have enough hardware and software to compile our code, as well as our engineering resources to deliver the product features with acceptable quality. There will be usually several rules about the indicators. The number one rule is something is better than nothing. We'd better have some measurable and comparable indicators, which means there must be numbers. And these numbers must be retrieved from trustful and reliable sources so that they are very credible. We have to focus on several leading indicators instead of focusing on all the indicators. Now, there are two ways to focus and monitor the leading indicators. The first one is called the linearity indicator. The straight-line progress it pretty much stands for the mathematical expectation. And if in later March or beginning of April, our actual progress is under the red line, we pretty much know that we're not going to make it if we don't add more resources or improve our productivity. The second way is called a stagger chart. Pretty much we have to do the forecast continuously or every month to make a better predictions. This will help hold our marketing folks or whoever makes the forecast accountable and help our leadership team make more appropriate or actionable decisions. Now, in the entire process, we have to assure our quality. How are we gonna assure our quality? This pretty much have to we have to do a lot of inspections. There are several types of inspections. Let's take the software dev cycle as example. In the planning and product definition phase, we pretty much do the inspections to understand what the customers are really looking for. In the implementation phase, we call it software development. We do unit test, acceptance test, and functional test to make sure we're building a reliable software product. And before the deployment, we also do the integration test. And even after the deployment, we do some smoke test as a final inspection to make sure we are releasing reliable software product to our customers. Now we know what we're supposed to do in the entire process. The next question is how shall we increase the output productivity? One straightforward way is to encourage our customers or our employees to work harder or faster. This might work in the short term, but it might not work in the long run because that will impact the employees' happiness in a negative way. In order to make it scalable, we have to increase the ratio of output over activity. Remember, output does not equal to activity. That means we have to work smarter, not harder. For example, if a function can be written in 10 lines, there's no need to write this function in 100 lines without improving any space or time complexity. The third way to improve the output productivity is to simplify the work you're dealing with. For example, if you are writing if we already have written a lot of unit tests for a function that is being used by a wrapper function, there's no need to write unit tests for that wrapper function. Of course, sometimes it comes with some risk. For example, what if the wrapper function itself has some extra business logic? So, simplify work with intelligent risk. That's it all for today's chapter. Looking forward to the next chapter. Manage your leverage. See you.